Hello and welcome to the second part of this series. So far we have created the timetable table. We have extracted the timetable table from the JSON file of the IRCTC data. So now we will be going ahead and we will be extracting the routes. So I'll copy the source link and click on more, and I will import this file once again. Let's just check. And after this we will be taking this file once again and we will be extracting the JSON section of the this file. Sometimes the transformation section where the parse doesn't work with, if you go to the parse there is a JSON and XML, so JSON will not work sometimes. So I have re-inputted this and let me rename this to root because we are going to extract this part. This one we will take this one thing and we will be taking train number as well. These two, and we'll remove rest of it because the rest of the columns are already there in the timetable section. Now we will be starting the extract thing. Okay, so now the first thing what we will be doing is here we will be removing the empty ones. You see null. So if we go to the filter section, we can do here as well, but this will be the much better option to empty because it will consider the null and empty both as well. Okay, now coming to the next step, next transformation is we will be splitting this. If we see one section, one cell of this query, one cell of this row, first row, then you see it's separated with the comma here. You see comma, then again next section is there, then again a next section is there. So we'll be removing this with the help of comma. Okay, so let's copy this, and instead of this let's copy this both section. Okay, we'll split. This will be much better because there's comma in between as well. So select this, split by delimiter, and it will be custom verify. Put this here and click OK. Each occurrence we need because there are several of them, and yes, it's splitting. If we scroll towards right, there are a lot of columns split. 75, perfect. 112 columns. Okay, now the next step is to unpivot these things. Okay, unpivot in the sense that we want, or let me just show you what unpivot is. If you go here, this is the unpivot section. Technically this means that transform all but the currently unselected column into a alternate value pairs. So it is very complicated one. Let me explain you in a simple way. Unpivot means all these headers will be selected columns. Okay, all these headers will come into a column. Okay, and all other values in this will combine in another column. Okay, let me just show you. Let me squeeze some more space, and what I will do is I will select here and we'll come to the first step. Let's do it this way. I would unpivot all this, so we'll take here entire. Okay, now come here and unpivot only selected columns. So click here and you see all the headers have come into a column named attribute, and the values have come into the another column named value. Okay, so far so good. Now, coming to the next section, one thing which I have told you in the first video, that we will be using as minimum as transformations possible, and we will try to club several transformations into one. So I can see one opportunity here to club. You see here, it is there, change type. So what you can do, you can just remove this if you want. You see, this is here also we have. So what we can do, we can just remove this, because later on in the file when we have made several of changes, then we can make the transformation as per our liking. Okay, now coming to the next step. Now replace values. We will be replacing the values here. If you see, there are several of the values are there. You see this, then circle, then we have square bracket and curly bracket, commas, all this. So we need to replace all of this. So first thing what we will be replacing is, let's come to replace value, and let me just replace first thing this one. Okay, it's gone, perfect. Then again next replace we will be doing is square, so curly brackets, and the next replace should be your inverted commas are there here. You see in the top, just copy it out of there here. So we'll be replacing this as well. So we have this space. I think no, that's good. Fine. Yeah, it is there. Now the next replace we will be doing is, we had seen there were a couple of square and curly brackets together. So not to miss them, we'll add more. We had to replace the closed one. Now we'll be replacing the sorry, earlier we had replaced the open brackets. Now we are replacing the closed ones. Closed ones. If you see here, you can see easily. It's here the starting. So there must be another one which are similar to this and closed one. Okay. So we have done that. Okay. Now the next thing what will be, now if we see one cell, so we can split this. You see, departure time is there, then station code is there, then all time. So all are separated by comma and space. So if I go here, copy this and try to split this again, comma, let's put it as custom, and we'll put this, put OK. Yes, we have done our part. So far good. Now we have split this into many columns. You see value 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 columns. Perfect. Now what we're doing is, now you see we have a departure time here, but it's with the departure time is with the word. So what we can do is, we can split this again, so that we will have just the numbers. Same goes with the station code. We will split this so that we can have this value only, and for all other ones as well. So let me take this space and this value, copy it, and I can split delimiter colon. You can put colon as well, but space will be left out. Now again here we will be splitting each and every column, and this is done. Custom. Okay, value count. Okay, now this one 7. We'll split all of them similarly. Custom. And here click OK. And the last one, station serial number. Okay, so we have done perfect. So we have done our split part. Now coming to the next step, if you see, there are several of them are change type. So we can club this all in one, as I've done in my previous step. So I'll just delete this because we can club them in one. We will, at the end we will make them what kind of columns they are. So this will, if we leave them this way, they will at the end, each step will be evaluated. That puts an extra burden on the Power Query engine. So it's better to have as minimum as possible steps, because whenever you refresh this query or table, each and every steps get refreshed, and that many times engine has to run and recalculate. So let's remove this as well. Perfect. Now the next thing what we will be doing is that will be renaming all the columns. You see, actually this one is session serial number, so we'll rename it as STM. This is the station serial number, is the that when a train starts from any station, that is our number one. Then the next one, this is that the station serial number, and this is your station name, and here we will have cycle time, distance, route number, and this one will be your travel day count. this one will be hold time. Hold time is that what's the for how much time or for how much duration that train stopped at a particular station. That's the hold time. And coming here is the station code is there and fuel left. Fuel left. So this is your departure time, and this is not required. Now we're done with this. So we can remove this all columns. So let me select this one, all time, because we don't need them. We have the headers there and the value as well. Arrival time, station. Okay, now just right click here and remove column. So if we see the value, all our values and just one attribute column, so this is fine. We haven't made any mistake in removing the useful ones. Now, the next thing what we will be doing is, if we see on the time ones here, this section, this will be there in all the times. If you filter out here, you see. So we need to replace this as well. So replace value. This is departure time. So put this here and departure time. Okay, same goes here as well. Replace. Do we have any other times here? Yeah, one more. This. Okay, so we have done this part. Now we will be arranging these all column in one. All the columns as per our liking, so we have the correct. Okay, let's ignore that and move to the next step. So the next step should our be, now let's change the type now, because that's one pending. This is purely a number, so this will be your whole number, this will be your time, this is text, perfect. This will be also all time, this will be duration. Okay, this will be our duration. Okay, okay, or shall we leave this because it's not converting properly? Let's remove the hold time, because the hold time is giving some 0.00 something like that. So let's remove this. We will change it. And travel time, this is purely whole number. Route number is also purely whole number. And coming distance is purely whole number. Arrival times is time. Station code, and this is whole number. Perfect. Okay, so this is our change diagram. And shall we split any other? Okay, hold time. Yeah, hold time is need to be split. Okay, so if we see here, there is, if you check with drop down, they all have tail as 00000. So let's remove that. If we check from the back, okay, and let's split this tail method. delimiter colon custom, and we want to replace split them from the right hand side. So rightmost delimiter. So okay, there will be at least two columns. Perfect. We have two columns here. This is blank one. Okay, not to worry. And here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now the next thing what we'll be doing is, okay, so now what we'll be doing is we'll be changing this into time. This is purely a text now. If I try to change them into integer or something, that will not work. So this purely a number, I think currently it's number. So what we'll be doing, let's try to change it into a number, whole number. Let's text. Okay, let's replace current. We'll do it. Why there is a change? Station code is text currently. Text file should not be a text. Okay, let's change. Totally changed. Station code. Oh, sorry, station code. I'm really sorry. I thought it's train number. My mistake. Okay. Okay, hold time has changed here to 0, 0, 0. Okay. That's the dilemma. Interesting. Okay, let's move ahead and we'll fix this error later on. And now what we'll be doing is, let's this is purely an integer. So okay, one solution is there, because we need to fix the error first. So instead of 000, let's do it as only 2 zeros. Okay, here as well, instead of 3 we'll be doing it as 2, and coming to this as well. Let's try this if it fixes the issue. Departure time. Will it have departure time? Departure time is in 2. All are in 2. Okay, perfect. Let's check now. Yeah, it has fixed 0. Perfect. Now we'll be changing this into, this is a whole integer, so we'll be changing it into time. So let me just show you one thing, small calculation, how we can change integer into a time, or into a duration especially. So hold time is the duration, so we'll be changing that into duration. This, if we go here, so to change any integer into seconds, what we need to do is we need to multiply that into 60 seconds, then 60 into minutes, then into 24 hours. And to do it, so if you want to change 5 into duration, then simply what you will be doing, you will be multiplying that with this number. And if similarly, if you want to make it into minutes, then 60 into 24. Okay, so if you want to change any number into uh, duration, so you have to multiply that with, sorry, you have to divide that with this number. Okay, and if you want to make that into seconds, then this number. Okay, by 56400 or 1440. for to convert this, we will be adding add column customs. So in this will be named as, should be the name, let's name it as duration for now. And here we will be typing as duration. There is a function called duration dot from. Okay, starting as well square brackets and hold time 1. This divide by 4 because we want to change it into minutes, and click OK. We will have the duration. Yeah, it's looking fine. Now we have our custom. Now we will be changing this into, let's change this into duration. What is this? The above one. It has changed integers. Okay, fine. We need that into integers. So we will be changing this into duration because currently it's in any format. If it's ABC123, then it's in any format. So we'll put this duration. Perfect. Now, okay. So okay, let's rename this. Add custom. This duration is not perfect. So what we'll be doing is this should be hold time HH SS. Okay, let's click OK. Duration. Oh, okay. So we need to look one more error we have found. So how we can fix this error? It simply says that the column duration or the table wasn't found. It's the last step, so you can just delete it and redo this step. Or what you can do is you can just take the name from here, entire name, cancel, just go here and update the name because it's looking for duration column, but duration column has been already renamed. So you can just put this and tick and it will be updated. These names look much more appropriate. Day, hour, minutes, seconds. Perfect. Now, the last transformation which I think we need to do here is we don't need these two columns because we already have duration. So right click and remove. So in this query, I think this is almost done, and we'll keep this video till here, the part 2. In this we have seen how we can accumulate different steps into one, how we can avoid unnecessary steps to be added here. Okay, so these things which was my principle for this series, that will be using less amount of steps. In the next video, what we'll be doing is we'll be working on how to import data from a web page. Okay, we'll import data from the web page and we'll club them into one and so on. So hope you are liking this. Let's apply these changes and save our Power BI file. Okay, yeah, it's evaluating. Hope you are liking this series, and do let me know what improvements or what things you want to see on my channel, and do share your feedbacks. And if you want a Power BI report or any dashboard on a particular topic, then also do let me know. Thank you and have a good day.